to another edition of EFL Game Day. It's your boy Ice the Man. Here with me always, it's the real one, Realist. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Join us for a special evening tonight as we were able to host the AFC Finals. The NFC's all wrapped up. They wrapped that up yesterday. Today it is ahead 2-0, I believe is the count. We will have the Texans versus the Titans in a special AFC moment. Right now they're checking rosters, getting everything around and ready. So we got a few minutes here to kind of go over everything. Uh, Realist, who do you have in this game? I mean, they have to fight back and pull. You got the Texans versus Titans. Um, do you think the Texans can come back and pull at least one from them?
Oh yeah, for sure, and I think they will.
I mean, the EFL playoffs haven't really ironed out the way we wanted them to. Kind of give a real quick update, not get too much into it, because tomorrow, the aftermath, I got to save something for the show, boys. But, you had the Saints' huge upset, which we'll talk a little bit more about tomorrow. The Carolina Panthers versus the Saints. I'm sorry, the Carolina Panthers versus the Saints, right? And
Yeah.
Carolina
Yep.
Panther went
Yep.
on
Yep.
to be waiting now in the finals, waiting for whoever's winning on the opposite side. 3-0 the Saints, I believe. So on the opposite side, I mean, you had the Texans winning, um, the Texans winning over the Patriots, the Titans winning over the Chargers. So here we have yesterday's games equaled out 2-0 in favor of the Titans, which is something I didn't see coming. So this is a pretty important game for them. They have to fight back and take 3 in a row now. I mean, this is the best of 5 here at this point. I want to push to see the Texans go because that's who I had selected originally. But I mean, I'm a little nervous here for them.
Yeah, I mean, being down 2-0, knowing that you have to win 3 games straight. I mean, the way I look at these type of situations is you can't worry about winning 3 games. You just got to worry about winning each game at 1 game at a time. You go, you win one. Okay, you got to win the next one. You win the next one, and then you win 2 in a row. You put a lot of pressure on the Titans for that game 5.
I mean,
Like, oh man, we just blew a 2-0 lead. Got to win this game. And then the team that won 2 in a row, they're hot. They're ready to go.
yeah, you
They're
got to
feeling
punch the
comfortable again.
you got to punch the bully in the mouth at this point because right now, I mean, he's the Titans are the bullies here. Even though the 2 games were real tight yesterday, I mean, it is still 2-0 against. I would honestly say throughout the season, I think the better record coming from Orlando, which really surprised us this year. And that's not even the line that has to pull it out. I mean, Beastie has to step up with his line, which have done well in the playoffs, don't get me wrong, but he really has to step up and win back-to-back games tonight.
Well, from what I've been told, they're in charge of winning all 3 games.
Oh wow, yeah, I don't, I would be a little nervous putting that line back up against them here. Now, for my understanding, it was one line had to play one of the 3, right? That was the deal.
Yep.
So this
No,
is their one of the first
one.
3
No,
games.
each line. Yeah, each line had to play 2 of the first 4. Unless you lose 3 in a row. So each line had to play
Couldn't play any
two
more
of
than
the
2 games.
first 4.
Yep.
Yep, in the first 4, and then, as has always been on this site, last game you bring out your best 3.
Gotcha. So one line can win this all. Let's see if it's Beastie and his line. I'm rooting for the guys. Wish them the best. Like I said, I had them moving on. I do not see their stream up and rolling yet. Is that correct? Or the stream we're using, I
Yes.
should say, up and rolling yet.
Yeah.
So we have a little bit more to discuss. There's a couple things I want to go over before we get rolling. For those of you that want to sign up for season 2, ladies and gentlemen, it is running fast. 48 members right now. If the season was to end today, and we're going to ramp in pretty fast into the next season, I see you guys working constantly. The staff. Shout out to Realist and Abyss and those guys. Some of the new staff members that applied, Mark Dog and some other guys. Bama 2K, appreciate all the help you've put in. And Outtaker and those guys, I really appreciate everything you guys are doing. But right now, if the season was to end today, you would have just enough to have 2 lines for 8 teams. That's it. So no growth potential there beyond the first to beta season. Why do you feel like the signups are low right now? We've got 48 members. Do you feel like everybody's just kind of holding out and waiting, or do you feel It's just after the first season, they kind of got their their online team play fulfilled, and now they're kind of done.
I think we'll have a few that got their online team play filled, and they're ready to move on. I think a lot of people are waiting to see um, what we're going to announce, like for roster situations, new rules we may add. I would like to say I feel safe saying confident that the roster restrictions will be announced tomorrow on the aftermath
Gotcha. Okay, great. So
for
you guys will
season
figure that
two.
out tonight. And then the official will be
Yep.
announced tomorrow, so we won't talk a whole lot about that today. I've been in and out of a few of those meetings, just kind of a fly on the wall, for say, and just give them a little taste before we go into tomorrow night on the aftermath. What do you feel that the league is definitely leaning more to skill player or better cards?
Um, More to skill.
Okay, which is important. I think this league should be based on skill. If we were playing just some statistics we were pulling. I think the other night, you and I, while we were staying on late after a show, we were pulling some statistics here and going, okay, there's only really 6 teams in the entire NFL that has 5 or more stars. The Chargers, the Kansas City, the Cowboys, the Eagles, the Packers, and Saints. So to get it more in line with realistic football, let's lean more on the actual skill than on the actual ratings of the cards, which I know it's a little different from regular play than MUT play, because it's a different style the way they made the game this year. Every year, I can't say it's getting worse, but I also can't say it's getting better. But anyway, I know
Oh,
that we.
it's for sure getting worse. Don't fool yourself. It's for sure getting worse.
I can't say it's getting worse. I mean, the graphics are better. The animations are really frustrating. I mean, the fact that it's based a lot on animations, that's extremely frustrating, because there's some stuff that just should not happen, and then is what it is. But for uh, for online team play, dude, I'd have slapped my mother for some online team play. I really missed some online team play. If I'd have slapped your mama, realist, you probably would have came at me. But I know where you live now. It's over. Um, I wanted some online team play bad, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that agree with me. Since Madden 25, which we ran a beta kind of a Madden 25 season. It was a year actually after Madden 25 released on the Xbox One. The site just kind of got kicked off with Elite Team Play, and we ran one of those seasons. Brought a lot of guys from the old VFL, kind of got together and said, hey, we want something. But nobody could stay in the servers, and the servers kept crashing. I liked the gameplay better even than this one, but it still was rough when you continued to play 2v2, or sometimes 3v1, depending on how the servers wanted to react that night. So ever since then, we have not had a taste of any kind of online team play, other than the mutts where you can go with your friends and play online, versus the I think this year they brought it against a computer, but they also brought it against where you can play other people in like a ranked match, but you could never versus, until finally they gave us, just recently here in December, gave us that patch that allowed us to kick this off. How long of a downtime are we looking before going into season 2? I mean, the old VFL days, it was a pretty good chunk in the middle. I know you guys are really pushing. I mean, do you have an idea of how quick of a turnaround?
Um, I would I would probably say maybe the week the Sunday after the Super Bowl.
Gotcha. That's not bad. That's
So
so
maybe 3 weeks from now.
okay. So our Super Bowl will take place. The EFL Super Bowl will take place on Sunday, correct? It's the best of 5.
Yep.
Okay, best of
Yep.
5, and then that will take place Sunday, Monday-ish. And so a week after that, you're hoping to have everything up and rolling again, just to roll right into next season.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. Well, we'll discuss a little bit more about the changes that are coming, what we're expecting tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. We're probably going to try to do, what are you thinking, like 8 o'clock tomorrow, 8:30, somewhere in there. We'll try to get together and run the
Eight thirty
aftermath.
nine. Start at 9.
Okay, great. Great. The later the better for me. So 8:30, 9 o'clock tomorrow, we'll try to get some the aftermath, which we'll go over everything that's happened so far to the season, how the Super Bowl is ironing out, our predictions for the Super Bowl, our previous predictions on what it's looking like. Also, we'll kind of wrap up the seasons and some things that work, the things we think were broke, and we'll also step into the moving forward in the season 2. So I still don't see their stream up and ready yet. It's probably a real thing, right? Let me refresh.
Let me see. No, not up yet. I think they're just checking rosters.
Okay. They're currently checking rosters at the moment. Um, Still waiting on the roster check from each side. That takes a little bit. That's kind of a downfall for this season. When it comes to having to check rosters back and forth, it's an important step, and I guess we really can't get around it until Madden fixes their system, or makes it easier, I guess. With some of the things you guys are doing, from what I understand, it will help fix it to a bit, but we'll talk, like I said, discuss more on that tomorrow. Going into this game, I mean, who has to have? You've got Titans versus the Texans, EFL playoffs, AFC championship game. This is a win or lose situation for the Texans going into this. What do the Texans have to do in order to pull down a win here? I mean, who's got to be the superstar?
For the Texans, I think it has to be a kind of a combination of Timo and Beastie.
Yeah.
I think Beastie's got to do a good job at controlling the offense, not turning the ball over, and I think you got to see Timo. He led the league in sacks. Let's see it in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, you've got with the Houston Texans tonight, you've got I Am Beastie, GA Boy, and I believe it's Texas, right? Texas was the first round pick in the draft. And with the first round pick, they selected Texas, if I'm correct on this. He's the star linebacker wide receiver.
Anyway. That is.
So you've got the star linebacker wide receiver. You've got to expect a big game out of Texas tonight. He did have some good receiving yards this year. I believe he did win a couple of awards as well. But you got to expect a big game out of him tonight, right? I mean, he's the big guy. He's the number 1 pick overall. He's got to get open to free up that connection to move the ball down the field.
You'd think so. I mean, I think you're going to see. I think you're going to need to see all 3 of them step up. I think it's going to be like a collective group. I just don't think they can win with one person playing good, one person playing bad, one person playing mediocre. I think everybody has to show up and do their job.
Now, do you know?
Because they're going to have to win 3 straight games.
You know who they're facing on the opposite side?
What? Let me see who it was.
I know there's Texas.
James Dirty Smith, Falcons. Dirty Falcons.
So he's facing the Dirty Falcons line, which is the Dirty Falcons. Who else is that? Is it Edreen Ponzu, right?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
And is it the Great Links? Which I don't know.
Yep, the Great Links.
Great Links. Okay, and so the Titans. Do you know who played the 2 games yesterday? Did they split them, or did Texas James take both games yesterday?
James took both games, and Orlando took both games.
And I believe one of them came down to a drive there right at the end to win. Am I correct on that?
Both of them did.
Both of them did.
Stream up, by the way.
Yep. Sweet. All right, let's go live to the actual game here. Let me pop this open. Which, again, you're watching the Texans versus the Titans on the EFL Network, Gameday Live. Proud to present you with the Texans versus the Titans. This is the 3rd game in the series, the best of 5. The reason why we do the best of 5, for those of you just joining the stream and live, the reason why is we have actually 2 lines. Bruce Smith, Donovan McNabb, that's a good card. They got the Champ Bailey card on the opposite side. Steve Young, which he gave me headaches this year with how quickly he moves around the pocket. So it is. It's Texas Beastie, GA Boy, the Great Links, Dirty Falcon, and Ed Reed Ponzu. So those are the 2 heads up. The kickoff for Game 3. This is a must-win situation for the Texans. They cannot lose this game. McCaffrey back to receive.
Christian McCaffrey.
You're about the 20 there, yeah, on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, about 20. Yeah, about the 20.
Now, something else that kind of threw me off a little bit this season, I've seen a lot of, is return touchdowns. However, it's almost like a gambling situation. You big risk, big reward. A lot of guys took it out of the end zone and we stopped 20 or short, where you're losing those 5 yards. Do you think that's a solid gamble to take it out of the end zone when you're so far deep?
100%. You always try to go to the touchdown.
Oh, nice run by
Kickoffs are
McCaffrey.
too easy. Oh,
10 yards, first down, 11 yards. Well, that's the way to start out the running game. I think it's important early to get the ground game rolling. Somebody let my quarterback know that. Somebody send my quarterback a message.
Taking shots.
somebody tell him to tune in. Hurry.
I think we're looking at a out route here.
Oh, nice sack in the backfield.
Out route's wide open.
Beautiful. Agba, beautiful tackle in the backfield there. Way to stop it. Contains
coverage sack.
It's going to be hard to do this game. I mean, I know personally by playing defensive line, I spent most of my time chasing him around that backfield. He's quick. Of course, he likes to roll to the left with his left arm, but man, he's rough to play with. Oh, he's rolling out to the right. Prove me wrong. Nice deep throw.
Good throw.
Good catch. Wow, moved 45 yards. I mean, they're coming out for the throat right away with the 11-yard run. Takes a quick coverage sack, which is better than, throwing the interception there, of course. And then moving the ball down 45 yards in one play. That is coming out with a 56-yard offense in 3 plays. That's going straight for the jugular. Timeout called by the Texans.
Play clock was getting low.
Yeah, I know that a lot this season as well, dude. I don't know, the runoff of the play clock or whatever it may be, it's extremely difficult. If you don't have 8 seconds left when you call your play, I also notice a lot of people making a lot of changes when they go into their offense, moving offensive linemen around based on how the defense is set up, so on and so forth. But I've seen that a lot by watching a lot of games this season. Don't know if that's a Madden issue or a us issue.
Coming out here in a run play.
Oh, he cuts it outside. Probably would have hit the hole, just me personally. But
yeah, he had the hole.
Did get 1 yard. I mean, I know it's good to have McCaffrey hit the corners. That's what he's fast, he's quick. He's got a broken spin move. A lot of teams chose him this season to be their quarterback, McCaffrey. I personally not a McCaffrey fan, but that's just the way I like to run. I'm more of a smashing 4 yards and happy type of my guy. Nice screen. Spin did not work. Caught him there. Moving nicely, comfortably into the red zone into the 24-yard line. I mean, they have to be frustrated here to come out 2 plays to move you 65 yards and settle for 3 points.
Yeah, but at the same time, we all know whoever scores the first points usually has a huge advantage.
That is true. I mean, right here, you don't want to give up those 3 points. Any points on the board is important this year. Or any year, any season. So. Nice scene underneath there with the running back. That does first down.
I like that little play design. He motioned out the wheel route so the user would have to guard it, and then he put a curl so it would draw that guy to the curl, and then he read it and hit the running back. It was a nice little play.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They have a 1st and 10.
They get another 4 tries to get this closer to the end zone here. 13 yards away. I don't think there was much there. I think that's what he had to take, is that 1 yard there. Or not 1 yard. Exactly even at 2nd and 10. I don't think there's much more you had an opportunity at that point.
See what we got here. I think you're going to see a wheel route from the slot.
Oh, wide open. Count it. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Texans. That's huge. That's huge if you're the Texans.
I mean, coming down, like I said, coming out of the game, they had to punch them right in the throat. They cannot hold anything back here. Their season's over. This loss, and they walk away.
Now it's time to see if the Titans can respond. There's a lot of pressure on the Titans. You know, I'm sure all our viewers have been watching a lot of MUT squads, and they've played a lot of MUT squads. So, you know, when you go down 7-0 in a MUT squads game, you got to fight to get back into the game. You give up 7, it's almost like giving up 14.
Yeah, the scores have been rather low this season, and a lot of games have come down to the absolute last 1 minute. And a lot of that has to do with the 4-minute quarters, the clock, just how strong the defense is in this year's game. I think that it's extremely important now for them to fight back and put at least 7 more up or something up to shrink that lead there. Toss to the outside.
Sweet.
Whew. Hit
Good
the backfield. 4-yard loss. Walter Payton as the running back. See, I didn't mess up calling Gary this time.
So much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid type players. In this case, strong safety.
So, most likely, we'll already be headed to the second quarter.
Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, they got one drive down, and I don't feel like they ran the clock out, right? I mean,
No.
they just moved down the ball. They made some plays. They made some things. They weren't purposely running the clock down, and you're out of the first quarter. So you get a possession, a quarter. I mean, you've got to take every single possession counts. I mean, counts even more in this because you're not probably going to get the ball back. They're going to move comfortably down the field if they can anyway.
Motion over, trips to the well, not even a trips, just move their tight end to the left side. You got to draw. Now you got 3rd and 8. They picked up 6 yards back of the yards they lost, plus an extra 2. I think this is obviously a must-pass situation for the Titans. If you're the Texans here, I think if you can try to force a turnover, this is your chance to really try to put the game away early.
Yeah, I mean, you have Dirty Falcon here. I mean, I think he probably a little underrated as a quarterback. I mean, his current season totals going in before preseason, I mean, he was 76 attempts and 41 complete. Dropped the ball over the center.
Big stop.
McNabb is a huge quarterback to have. That's 4th and 8 now. I mean, you got to punt this away. And then now you've got to fight the whole second quarter to get the ball back. The only hope here is to stop them and get it back after the half and then try to go back down and equal out
You
the
can't
score.
give up 7. You absolutely, under no circumstances, can give up a touchdown.
Short return.
49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
I think if you're the Texans, man, I think you kind of play it safe from here on out. I think you kind of run it. Make sure you don't turn the ball over and depend on your defense.
Yeah, to be able to march right down right away was huge for them. I mean, nice push off on Page. He's one of my favorite players, one of my favorite cards. And Alan Page, he's come off easily A button there and just was waiting in the hole for him. Beautiful play.
But that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Young.
Oh! Not sure I wouldn't have taken off with Young on that one. 5 for 5, 78 yards. I mean, he's being really well with the ball. I probably would have taken off if I was the QB there. That red line was a little close for comfort. At first down marker. Probably would have taken off, slid.
That was a risky pass.
Extremely risky pass. I'm not sure if he was hoping he could get some room to go up the sideline. Didn't see that other linebacker sitting there. I've seen many of those a pick 6 across the field like that. Oh, wide open, X. Egg button catch. Johnson falls to the ground. That is nice. I imagine that's Chad Johnson, correct?
No, that is Keyshawn Johnson.
Keyshawn Johnson. Okay. Keyshawn slash. Oh, slash. Keyshawn Johnson, 3 receptions, 83 yards. He's having a good night with running those routes, especially those deep posts across the middle. They just wait, and he's getting a lot of time back there, too. That's something you can't give any quarterback in this game, is all kinds of time. Especially someone like Beastie. I mean, Beastie was a Pro Bowler this year. He had 1,097 yards, 5 touchdowns. He did have 11 interceptions, but he is solid. Nice run, nice sweep. He's just trying to get that first down marker. Say it's just short by
no
a
huddle.
yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that.
He's looking for that short out route on the right side.
Now a second down throw for Young.
Oh, hit him quick. Did not cover it fast enough. Oh, he lowered his head. That's something new.
A good pickup there.
Out of bounds.
McCaffrey.
I actually think that was a mistake there. I think if you're not Timo, I think you want to stay in bounds right there. I think you benefit yourself running the clock. You know, you're already in field goal range. You don't need a touchdown. Touchdown's nice, but you know, you only need 3. You go up 2 possessions.
Although you could put a real strain on that offense by putting up touchdown here.
Yes, you can. I think you're going to see the wheel route from the right side. There it is.
Wow. Nice throw underneath. Still moving the ball very comfortably. I mean, BCS is doing a great job tonight. 8 for 8. Not making a whole lot of mistakes. I mean, there's a few that could have turned into something mistakes, but they're just not taking advantage of it at the moment.
So many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey.
Oh, wrong hole, wrong
Stuck.
hit. Stuck right up against the line. Sometimes it pulls you into those guys. I know being a running back, that's frustrating, but
Smart timeout from the Titans. It's your only hope of getting the ball back.
yeah, you got to put something up before going into the half. Not doing so will really hurt.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up.
Oh! Just short. They are calling timeout. That puts them at 4th and 2. I mean, here you put it through the uprights and take 3 and walk away. At least some points is better than none. And you give them a minute.
100%.
I mean, this does 2 things I can understand here. One thing, you're putting pressure on them by putting points up. So they feel like they have to go down and score within a minute. Meaning that you're hoping Dirty Falcon makes a mistake and you capitalize. Right? I mean, the Texans are definitely hoping the Titans are pushing themselves this last minute, make a mistake, and allow the Texans to put up some more points.
Right. If you're the Titans, you need at least 3 points here. You can't settle for anything less. Possessions are so valuable. Spin. And down to 20. I mean, we haven't seen much from Tennessee on offense. All we've seen is 2 runs. One was blown up in the backfield, and you've seen a incomplete pass. So get to see here what the Titans are going to do differently this drive from what they did last drive. Go trips left.
Oh, nice
Fake
throw.
screen wheel play.
Oh!
Up the sideline. Good throw.
He pulled it down. Tried to go one-handed.
No huddle.
There. I don't know. Bad animation. It's a good no huddle. 35 seconds left here. By the time he hikes, probably going to be closer to 30.
Oh, no. They gave up a touchdown. They fixed it. They were going to give up a touchdown. They had made a bad adjustment. I don't know who their defensive coordinator is. He made a terrible adjustment. Good throw. Good way to knock it out.
But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right?
Yeah, whoever was the defensive coordinator, which is Texas, he put his outside corner in a like a flat zone instead of in the deep third. If that would happen, if there would have been any type of streak on the field on the left side, it would have been a touchdown. That's why I said touchdown, because I didn't know if he was going to fix it in time.
Yeah.
And got a motion over there.
Oh! That was a risky throw over the center there.
High ball.
Real risky throw. linebacker could have jumped up and pulled something down. He was just a little out of position. But it is a first down, so he is moving the ball. He's out of timeouts here, so you have to be careful putting it in the middle of the field here, unless you're willing to run up and spike as soon as you throw the ball. Yeah, to be safe, he really needs a few more yards here. However, I have seen kickers kick it from this distance. So, oh, he's going big time. Okay.
Pick. Oh! Such a terrible
Another player
throw.
is experiencing network issues. No. Everybody stay in the game. No asterisks on this game at all. We want to see a strong played game from Texans fighting for their life. Up 10-0.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the
Terrible, terrible throw there on first down. Gotta watch that deep crosser going from left to right. And that'll do it. They're not going to get a playoff.
So they got a spike.
Bad
No,
decision.
they cost them 3 points. That's going to come back and bite them in the ass. I guarantee them that in the second half. That play right there is going to come back and bite them in the ass.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Oh, man, if you're the Texans, you just don't give up a kick return right here, and I feel like you're in a really good spot to win this game.
Yeah, no quick scores.
But-
He's going to throw up his hand. Fair catch.
All right. That's a win for the Texans.
Now, they come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution?
Really got to get some pressure here. Don't give them a whole lot of time in the backfield. Don't let them move down the field like they just did. Not sure on the juke, but we'll take it. Still move up. 3 rushes, 8 yards. He's
6
struggling a
yards.
bit. Yeah, he's struggling a bit on the ground with 3 rushes, 8 yards. Not a whole lot of time. I mean, they're kind of back against the wall. They've got to air out more than put it on the ground. Got to figure out a way to get 2 scores with, ideally, maybe 3 possessions if they're lucky.
They're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're 1 big score away.
2nd and 4.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that?
Basic shotgun formation.
And he'll be brought down right around.
And they seem pretty content with running the ball, man.
Gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level,
Yeah,
doesn't
I mean-
he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision.
They have to get the ground game going if they want to get something rolling through the air. It's hard to pass in this game. I mean, hence the season why we only had one guy prove he was above the rest with more touchdowns than interceptions. So it's extremely, you're putting a lot of risk by throwing it in the air. But however, they've got to put it in the air at this point. I mean, they can't hold off a whole lot they're going to waste pretty much the whole third quarter. Oh, what a beastie with a beautiful hole fill there. Way to read that. Way to be the defensive back. Jump in there and knock him on his ass in the middle of the field. That was huge. That hole was huge. Players experiencing networking issues. Nobody lag out. Nobody lag out. Come on.
They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Pray to the Madden gods. I mean, here's has to be a throw, right? I mean, you have to air the ball out here. That's why they went with 3 down. They're actually blitzing on the left side of the field technically, but the right side of our screen. Wow, put it on the ground again. They're working hard to get that running game slowing the pace.
If you're the Texans, you love this. You love this if you're the Texans.
I mean, you just put them in a passing situation at 3rd and 6. You forced them to pass. I'd be extremely surprised if you put it back on the ground. Okay, there you go. Got a first down. Nice little toss underneath. Way to stay under that. That's one of the hardest things to do as a running back when you're coming across is measure how quickly those linebackers can move and jump in front of you. He stood far enough back. He could grab the ball and still continue to run with it. Good job to Peyton. Or to the Great Lynx or Edrine Ponju. I'm not sure who their running back is, but The throw by Falcon, they kind of came out knowing what they want to do. Someone is lagging or struggling difficult here to...
On 1st and 10, McNabb.
Oh, interception! Overthrew.
Oh, that's
Wow.
huge.
Donovan McNabb overthrew him. Or maybe it was as a blown route. It was hard to tell. Beautiful interceptions to stay in bound, pull it down, and now they're on the 16-yard line going the other way, and they're in no hurry. Now their job is that orange line there, that red line is the first down marker. That's all they're hitting every single time. Nice cutback. Wasn't nothing there, but good little cutback there. 1 yard.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that.
Now, if you're the Texans, you're almost not even playing the Titans at this point. You're playing the clock.
Yeah, definitely the clock is against you, especially in this year's Madden. Into the fourth quarter, I mean, they could start eating that away. Throw for a first down, beautiful, nice spin. Oh, Beastie with a little slide into him, a little juke. Nice spin to split them. 9 for 9. I mean, Beastie's definitely stepping up here to Keyshawn Johnson. And 4 receptions, 102 yards.
You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz.
Run to the outside. They jumped it outside. Nice.
Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone.
I mean, at this point, you're just eating that clock away here. I mean, you're making the clock play against them. You're up by 2 scores. It's very difficult to do unless you don't give up any quick scores here. Oh, nice little cut route. Oh, Beastie pushing for that first to get held up.
10 for 10. And if I'm Beastie, I don't even call a play. I say see you in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Think you're going to see a blitz. And you took the sack.
It's an important sack. 4th and 16. I mean, you still punt.
And somebody just, quarterback lagged out for the Titans.
Ouch.
So now you're down 10-0 without your quarterback.
You know, playing, that's one of the things that irritates me the most, playing running back in this league. You all magically become the quarterback. And, man, I hate being the quarterback. So much pressure, especially when you're down like this. I mean, this just hurts.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
Nice little toss, though, here. You got Ed Reed has stepped up at the quarterback position here. And Houston only allowing 75 total yards, 56 through the air. I mean, the game definitely looks like it's starting to slide in the Texans area. I don't want to call one too quick, but let's be honest, it's just Madden. And unless they can figure out a way to get down and put something up here and bring it down to the end, which is not out of reach. I mean, 2 scores doesn't mean the game's over.
Second down, McNabb.
Rolling out. McNabb's taking off. Okay, way to get out of bounds.
Getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still
Big 3rd and 6 coming up here. If they don't pick up this first down, I mean, they have no choice. They have to go for it.
Oh!
Ooh,
They got real lucky there. real lucky. I mean, 4 for
Fourth
6.
in the ball game.
You have to, right? I mean, this is where you have to go for it. You can't pull up here. You have to take a shot. You give them 3 minutes left. They're going to kill it, every single bit of it. You have to go for it here. There's no questioning it one way or the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the
Sack in the game. Ah. You still got 3 minutes. You got to pull something out on defense. I mean,
You got to force a fumble or something.
Something's got to happen. They're at the 31. That's another 3 points. I mean, here, if they're smart, they run, kill as much as they can off that clock. You knew they're going for it. I mean, going to the run, that's not a bad, nothing you can really do, but just push forward, get a yard or two, or see what you can do with the ball. But I mean, realistically, you're putting 3 points up here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second.
As I said, man, the first people who score usually win the game.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
Nice
Good
little run by
run.
McCaffrey.
Stand bounce.
Yeah, I mean, they can get a first down here, 11 rushes, 30 yards.
And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Beastie managing the game. Nice handoff to Timo, GA boy.
They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Another toss here to the outside.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey.
Fat man didn't get out there to get a good block
Good
for you.
tackle.
You pushed back. Still 4th and 4 here. You're getting 3 points. You probably almost want to run it all the way down to the 2-minute mark. Kick the 3 points, and then they've got 2 minutes to put up, 13 points, which is pretty damn difficult in this year's Madden, especially when you're missing your quarterback.
But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Kick is good.
Tucker's kick right there. It's good.
3 up on the board, 13-0. With a minute and 59 left. I said no big return here, and you got a pretty good chance to count it, cash it, play solid defense, don't give up anything.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Okay.
Here's the Titan offense now.
I think Madden needs to fix that, and that should really be a safety.
And on that last
Well, it's also, Madden shouldn't make it as difficult to kneel the ball either, right? Like, I mean, you should. I don't.
Oh no! If you stand still though, they'll kneel the ball.
Was it? Oh, okay. Well, it should. I just didn't. I pushed 2 or 3 buttons, couldn't figure it out. I ran out of the back. That's why I don't do returns anymore. So it should make it as not as difficult to kneel the ball, but I wasn't realize you just wait, they'll kneel it. I usually throw up my hand and do a fair catch. It's the same thing. So.
Be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Ooh, threw it behind him, almost interception.
What a grab. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the
Well, they have to move quickly to get down the field. He can't hold up at all. He's got to score quickly and then get back and play defense. Taking off. That's 1st down.
He'll be the one in the film session. If he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
Nope, there's 1 versus 3 now.
Didn't get much out of it.
On 1st down, it's McNair.
Oh, he bobbled it, caught it. I thought when he let go of it, that was an interception. Man, it's just such a big hill to climb, even if you had all 3, much less 1. I think it's a little easier to play 1v3, but go 1st down. I mean, at this point, you want to put up something so you're not zeroed out. But 3 points won't work for you. You have to put up 7 here. There is no 7 and hopefully get lucky. I just don't think there's enough time left. I think with 2 timeouts, 54 seconds, at this point, you're just playing for pride. I mean,
Pull one
Anything
up
can
to the
happen in
end
Madden.
zone, man. Go get it.
To throw, McNabb.
Sacked in the back.
And he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Derek Rivers in there to
Hey,
drop
man,
it.
you want to show some pride, man? Just block some people. Throw that thing up to the end zone, man. You got Kenny Alladay, Keyshawn Johnson. Throw one of them corners. Throw it up. Throw it up.
And this is
Intercepted. Game over.
should do it. Eddie Jackson
I mean, let's be honest, the game was over before the drive started, but hey, you've got the Texans winning this game. 30 seconds left. There is absolutely no way they're scoring 13 points in 30 seconds. He's actually going to take
They're
what we
gonna
call
go ahead and
the
kneel it out.
victory formation.
down to a knee here. The defense still
Takes a
with
knee
couple
that
of
pushes them.
timeouts. We'll see if
Ties now 1-2. They're still down in the 5-game playoff, but at least pushes the game 4. Do you know if they plan on playing the back-to-back game 4 right away?
As far as I know, I'm gonna find out if they're doing that.
the storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0.
Game is over. They are up. I don't know if you want to stick around and do another game, or
No, I think they're running it back.
they're going to run it right back. Okay, that's huge. Means they could tie it 2-2. Then I don't think anything's changing from I Am Beastie. GA Boy in Texas, I think they are going to keep their same line in. You said for the final 3 games is what you're hearing?
Yeah.
Wow. Definitely pick up there. I mean, big up to the guys, those 3 that pushed it forward. Sucks Dirty Falcons lagged out. Could have made it somewhat of a game. It does feel like the field was lopsided, though. The Texans were moving with ease, and the Titans struggling to stop them on anything. Those last 2 scores of 3 and 3, I think, were just put up some kind of a points, but 13-0. That's a big. They've got to be feeling on their high horse. Although they can't get too cocky, they have to win 2 more to move on to the Super Bowl. I think the odds are stacked against them. I mean, to pull 2 more wins off, it's going to be extremely difficult, I believe, for Beastie and the guys to make that happen. I mean, there's not much you can do about lagouts. They're going to happen. It kind of stinks that it happened in an important game. Well, now we're in silence mode here. We're waiting for the next game to start. I mean, I'm okay with sticking on waiting for the next game. Those of you that are viewing us here, we were watching the EFL playoffs AFC Championship game. It was 2-0 going in, with all they needed to do was win 3. And the Titans versus the Texans. The Titans slipped up a bit. Now the Texans have a chance to actually come and snatch it from their grasp. They do have to win 2 back-to-back, or 3 back-to-back-to-back, 3 in a row in order to pull out of the gutter that they're in at the moment. I mean, if their other line could have won 1 yesterday, that would have helped out huge. Going in 1-1 would have been a lot easier than now having to come back from an 0-2 spot. Now, currently, with the system down, the playoff system is not working, so there is no playoff statistics. That was a plan, and actually the website's set up to do so. However, there's a huge bug currently with the system, and we are trying to fix it for next season. Is what it is. We do hope to have that fixed so we can start keeping future playoff statistics and records and so on and so forth. There is a nice thread on the site. Click EFL. Go to EFL form. You slide down to where it says playoff and Super Bowl thread, wrote by Abyss. He's kind of keeping an update on how the playoffs is rolling, moving forward. Panthers win the series over the Saints 3-0, so the Panthers are waiting in the Super Bowl, waiting to see who they're facing, whether it's the Texans or the Titans. Some other good articles you will find on the website. Currently, revisiting my season's predictions from Outtaker. Outtaker's worked really hard, both on the site, in staff, and also on trying to help us create some media. This isn't that easy. Anybody that wants to come out with a show, I'm more than happy to sit down and have a discussion with them, see what I can do to help promote them as much as possible, to appreciate anybody that wants to, put time and effort into the league. Also, you can find another AFC versus NFC, who's a superior conference. You can find that as well on the website. What they did was went back and seen like the overall record. The NFC had the better overall record. Yearly awards win. The NFC had more of the year awards. The passing statistics, the AFC, the passing touchdowns was the winner, was the AFC. Interceptions thrown, the NFC won that one, which I'm not sure that's an award you want to win from the NFC to AFC. Passing completion percentage, the AFC won that as well with 60%, 57%. Rushing yards, the AFC won that as well. Rushing touchdowns, the NFC pulled that off. Yards per carry was the AFC, and so on and so forth. You got all the way down here. So the overall winner, out of all those statistics, 15-8, the AFC wins. So the AFC shows it is the better conference based on all the statistics there, compared to the NFC. So definitely going in as the underdog, the Panthers, but not much of an underdog because they have one undefeated line for the season. Not sure if they lost in the playoffs. I believe they did not. So let me check real quick, actually, before I give false information on the show. Yeah, Panthers won 2-0. They're undefeated in the playoffs. They have one line that was undefeated during the entire season. So Panthers still setting with an undefeated line. So even though the statistics lean towards the AFC, I honestly feel that the Panthers are going to be difficult to get past.
You can still hear me, right?
What's that?
I was making sure you can still hear me.
Yep.
One thing I would like to say, special announcement, not like revealing anything, but I would like to say the winner of the MVP for this season has been decided and will be announced tomorrow on the Aftermath with a video special.
A video special, okay. Great. So we'll have another realist special video um, where you're going to announce the MVP of the season. We could also
Yes,
talk a
sir.
little bit more about the breakdowns, who we had. I did write all that down, where we had them going into the season, where they're at now. We can break down each little line a little bit more. I was kind of getting into that a little bit, but I only just kind of kill some time here while we're waiting for this next game to pop up. See who's going to pull this off. And we'll also have an announcement tomorrow. Um, I'm reading some of the posts
Roster
here.
restrictions for
Roster
season
restrictions for season 2. That'll be announced tomorrow as well. What you guys are willing to do for the rosters. From my understanding, you guys are ironing that out.
Hold on just a second. My assistance is needed as a
Hey,
staff member, so I'll be back in
go
just
do
a
your
second.
job, realist. Those of you that are joining us, that they just watched a great game where the Texans pulled away with a win, beating the Titans 13-0. That making the season go 1-3. I'm gonna turn off these notifications. It's going crazy in my ear here. I'm sorry, 1-2, 2-1 currently. First to get a 3 games winning will be the winners of this thing. I don't think they're going to back to back. I'm sure Realist is trying to find that out for me here. Um, just a minute. Let's go. Okay, from my understanding, they're trying to figure out some technical difficulties, trying to figure out if they're going to move forward. I just hold with this tight here if you want to watch the second game. We're waiting to. We'll be back just shortly. game and come away with a win. What do you feel they need to do walking into this next game?
The Texans or the Titans?
The Texans. I mean, the Texans have to go in with the same kind of fight for your life mentality, right?
Right. I think you'll see a very similar game plan. Very, conservative on offense. Just make sure they move the ball up and down the field, and just get stops on defense. I feel like you'll see a real similar game as far as the Texans with the same type of strategy. I talked to them last night when they were down 2-0, and I mean they were still really confident.
Yeah, I mean, we just talked to them a little bit ago before the game, and they, from my understanding, while they're in their locker room, they seemed very, Beastie kept saying, "Hey, it's on me. I've got to do something. I've got to do something now. It's on me." So definitely taking the weight upon his shoulders and saying, "Hey, we got to make it happen now." I don't think they're scared of the challenge. It is a challenge, though. I mean, to come back 3 games, especially against somebody who kind of just watched your playbook unfold, it's just difficult. There's just not that many plays that you can do in this year's Madden that could. There's a ton of plays, but just not that many that work that well. So, like I said, the clean game they played last game was pretty solid. I think that they didn't make a whole lot of errors, if any. You can't ask for a better performance out of any of them. They got they got ahead early and then just held on for their life for the Titans to tap out. Sucks that there's a couple lag outs in the game. That's always horrible. Absolutely hate that scenario. And hopefully they can figure that stuff out moving forward. But who do you think we're going to see next line? I mean, you think you're going to see the Texans send out, of course, Beastie and so forth, but the Titans, I mean, are you going to see them send out um, Texas James Smith in the crew?
It's the same line. It's the same two lines are playing each other because James Smith played both games yesterday. So yeah, you have to see this line play both games that these two lines are playing again. And then I think for sure if the Texans were to win, you would see a James Smith uh, come out for a game 5.
So you think they're going to hold on to his line to finish it off?
Well,
Because
they have to.
oh,
There's
they
no
have
choice
to.
because of our
Gotcha.
rule.
So you would
Yeah,
send that same line we would just see, so almost a replay of that last game.
correct.
Hmm. Making it play out here. I don't see a stream up or ready. Am I missing something yet?
Just waiting for the word when the stream's going to be up.
Still holding off. Thanks for those who are still with us here. I am not sure. Let me highlight copy. I see a lot of people playing that challenge right now. I mean, I don't want to get a whole lot into what we're talking about tomorrow, but I do know cards moving forward will be, of course, the cards that just came out, which are huge team of the week, team of the year cards. So I mean, you can expect to see. From my understanding, if you beat the challenge, you get that free girly card. Is that correct or wrong? Am I wrong on that? Or you get a card?
It's a free Team of the Year card.
Okay. So you know if it's a nat or not?
Yeah, it's Nat. It is
Okay.
Nat.
Okay, it is nat. So it will be your line.
You receive a free NAT card, a Nat card, Team of the Year, um, 40,000 coins and 20,000 trophies. If a lot of you don't know much about the trophies, there is an alternative to quick sell the trophies, which each of them give you 1,500 coins, I believe, and if you quick sell all of them, that's another 30K, so you can get 70K and a free Team of the Year player.
No, those trophies you can trade them in though too, right? Can't you swap them in for cards?
Yes, you can, but I was just saying for those that don't know much about Ultimate Team right now.
Gotcha. Well, it's definitely with the Team of the Year stuff coming out. It's definitely a good way to boost your team for next season. I would recommend hopping on and playing those challenges and busting that out. That'll be a huge increase going into next season for you and your team. Like I said, currently we're at just enough signups to run 8 teams, 2 lines. I hope to see more as we continue to grow the EFL. Would like to see 10 teams next season. That'd be great. I don't know if the owners are there or not. Shout out to the owners this year, who you know who you are, who did a good job. You're appreciated, and hopefully next season we'll
I
have
can
some good
make
returning.
a quick announcement. So as of right now, we would like to have 10 owners. That's for sure.
Yep.
Right now, the for sure owners we have coming back will be Beastie, IR Brady, Rogue Apollo, Behe, and Z actually. So the owners that will not be coming back obviously are Gabe, Hog Crazy, and TKB.
Mm-hmm.
Gabe and AO, Mark Dog, AO it's Mark, whatever you know him by. He's had multiple aliases over Xbox. We added those 2 to staff.
I think those are strong staff ads.
So we lose an owner, but gain a staff member. And having someone like Gabe on our staff is going to be helpful because he knows so much about MUT. Also, 2 new owners that we've added are Test the User and Dre206. Still looking for a few more owners, so if there's anybody out there that wants to be an owner, go to the website and sign up to be an owner. We're definitely looking for more people, and I'm sure Ice has said it multiple times. If you know anybody that wants to sign up, show them the website, bring them along. We'd love to have them.
Yeah, it's definitely something different we're trying here, compared to what we've had over the last few years. It's not by any means, it's not perfect, the setup we currently have. We're working with what we have with the MUT system. I mean, to me, the perfect would be the teams. Select your team and roll. Pretty damn close to perfect, but definitely tune in to our shows, our mini shows. We want to continue pushing the media as long as people keep watching and keep following and keep being a part of everything. We want to keep being a part of it as well. And keep the league growing. So help us, help you, help them. Help me, help you. That's what I'm looking for.
Help everybody.
Help everybody. Help me, help you, help everybody.
Stream is back up.
Awesome. Let me pull it up real quick. Perfect.
And the Titans are already getting yards. So
let's go live. Right to the game. It is. Okay, they're already getting into the game here. Almost a minute in. Looks like the Texans probably received first. Or the Titans, excuse me. The Titans received first. Same line. Kind of a replay. Dirty Falcon to the great Lennox and Ed Reed pwns you against GA Boy, I Am Beastie, and Texans. This is a must-win situation for the Texans right now. They did win last game, which kept our stream alive rolling here. For the second game, which is actually game 4 of the series. They are 3-1. They are behind. The Titans are leading. I'm sorry, 2-1. The Titans are leading. This is game 4 here. So they do. Titans can win this one. They can put them away. The Texans win. They get to push it to a final game 5.
To throw on second, McNabb.
Right over the middle again. Way to stay low. Peyton for a good little gain there. 3rd and 2.
I kind of feel like this is huge for the Titans to get this first down. As we've seen in game 3, The Texans, once they got a 7-0 lead, they felt real comfortable defensively. They felt like, it's going to be a walk in the park. So if you're the Titans and you've seen the way Game 3 went, I think you want to be the first ones to put a score on the board this game.
Yeah, you definitely can't let them get up and then hold you hostage here. Great first down, nice throw. Way to throw it low. Harder to pick off. Only person to catch it there is that Keyshawn Johnson for that Mr. Slash for the first down.
It really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big.
First and 10.
Stepping back to throw. Quick throw out. Nice hit. Pushing him out of bounds. It's a nice little gain there for about 5 yards.
5 yards on the catch there brings up
John, he doesn't even know where he's at. Look at him.
You know what's underrated, man? As a
He got
as a
hit so hard he
quarterback.
was looking around. What's my name?
In real life, you'd have to go in for the concussion protocol.
He would
Madden,
definitely be pulled
just get right
aside.
back on up, man.
He was
Broken leg and all.
He hit him so hard he glitched the game. That's messed up. Surprised he didn't drop the ball. Of course, a lot of these high 90 cards don't. Nice run. Oh, should have cut that up a little sooner. However, that was still a great rush. I mean, that finally puts him some positive yards. Nice first down.
Now what you do is, if you're the Titans here, you can't get sacked.
I mean, you're still within 3, even at the 40-yard line. I think the Titans have to be pushing the ball down, eating up the clock, pushing it down. What we're seeing here is the person that scores first really puts the other team in a bind. I like getting the ball second personally, my personal. And nice. Splits up the middle, push him backwards. Now back to negative 2 yards. Pushed him back 5 yards. Good push back there. Me personally like getting the ball because I got all second quarter to score, and then I get the ball right back, and then I got all third quarter to score. So I can go up by 2 scores and then switched the whole behind game, just for the Titans. So the Texans aren't in a horrible space at this moment. In fact, the whole first quarter's eaten up is really stressful for the Texans because they have to be able to get back under the ball. Here they are in the field goal range, 2nd and 15 on the 38. I mean, with these kickers, really, what isn't field goal range? The 50-yard line? I mean,
The 40.
Yeah, I've seen kickers kick it past the 40 pretty comfortably, but of course might have had wind. I'm not sure, so I don't want to throw it out there and make it look like I don't know what I'm talking about, but could have had wind with them.
Cannot take a sack here if you're the Titans. I cannot stress, you cannot take a sack.
Second down, McNabb.
Over the middle, he held onto it. Nice throw high up top.
Big throw.
He held onto the ball. Usually they drop those once they get popped coming across the middle like that. Great throw, 59 passing
That was
yards
Chris
on the
Conley
first
too.
down.
Not even a big name receiver, not even a big, like a good card, like a great card.
There's a lot of hidden cards that are pretty solid. I mean, that come up big. GA Boy doing his job. I was going to say the first game, he wasn't very much of a noisemaker as I expected. Leading the season with the most sacks that he had and the amount of sacks that he had, I'm surprised going into this game or going into even last game, I expected a little more noise from him, making it difficult. He creates a lot of interceptions, how much pressure he gets on the quarterback there. I mean, here your goal is to hold them to 3, right? I mean, that's where we're at now. Goes up. Oh, it bounced off his helmet. It bounced right back to him off of his helmet. Wow. No animation, no go for the ball. That could have really switched the slider around there, taking points off the board. Ouch. That was big. 3rd and 19. I mean, here, I'm not sure. I'm not sure you don't take you go for it, of course, but I'm not sure you don't play it comfortable and don't lose out on those, at least some points to start the game. You got to be extremely protective of the ball right here. Going for it all. Oh, knocks it out. X button.
end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there.
So they are going for the 3 here. 4th and 19, 26-yard line, kicking a field goal. It's up, and it's good. Put up 3 points. They strike first. And in 2 games, that is their first points that they have put up right away. Not a whole lot of time left. I mean, 2 minutes and 50 seconds is more than enough time to go down and at least put up something before going into half and making it a new game where you get the ball back. McCaffrey kneeling the ball.
I'm taking that out. I'm sorry, I'm taking that out.
Most people are. It's surprising.
I'm taking that out.
I mean, I got caught in a game yelling at my own teammate. I believe it was Woody. I'm going, Tate, what are you doing? Kneel it. You need the time. And he runs it back for a touchdown to win the game. So I don't know on Madden. Don't listen to me. I would have kneeled it there as well. But, I mean, I've seen a lot of people return and get good returns. Nice cut up, a little too sharp, but nice cut up to get up the field there. There was nothing on the outside. He had made the right read. It just didn't pay off. 2nd and 10, no yardage moving here. Beastie is pretty much going right back to his playbook, opening it up with let's try to get the running game going a little bit, open up our pass. A lot of time. Nice cut up. Antonio Brown. Beautiful. First down.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go to the 2-minute warning.
Brown, not Antonio Brown. Which is fine. I mean, when the 2-minute warning hits, it starts slowing down the clock pretty heavily. So 2 minutes, you still have more than enough time to march down the field. With 3 timeouts, I mean, your goal is to get down and at least put something up to for going into the half.
I'll tell you what the Titans can't do. They can't give up 7.
Well, right here it would be pretty difficult. If they do, they definitely got to come out of the halftime and place better ball. Nice little dump off there.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
I mean, here, though, to move the ball as quickly as he needs to at the time, he's kind of stretched. It puts him in a situation where he's got to throw the ball probably more than what he wants to begin. Where was that throw? Steve Young.
He was trying to get that one in the hands of Christian McCaffrey.
Threw it behind him by a mile.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one.
3rd and 7. I don't think you need to be overly aggressive, like, oh man, we got to get points, because you get the ball back out of half. So I think the smart thing here is to first just make sure you don't turn the ball over.
Absolutely. Definitely see you don't turn the ball over here. Of course, a flag delay of game, that hurts a bit. Puts you now, when you needed 7, puts you back on 12th there. Now you need 12 to get a first down here. Ouch. I mean, do you use one of your timeouts to save you the 5 yards, or do you just hold on to those in case you get a first down here?
You hold on to it. I can tell you right now, Beastie's going to try to hit this corner right on the right side of the field.
It'll be Young again.
No, put it into it. User sack. Alan Page, which is broke card.
That post
Ouch.
was wide open over across the middle of the field.
The Titans are calling a timeout, seeing if they could put something up before the half to try to pull a little far ahead in case the Texans come out and put up some points. They want to put some away here.
Good punt, good punt. Ooh, kept it in bounds. This could be huge.
Oh no. Oh no. Whoo. Oh, that hurts. Throwing daggers back at them as they're moving all the way up to the 40 on their side of the field here. I mean, you've got 2, 3, 4 plays and you got 3 points. A minute is
If you're the
more than enough
Titans here,
time
I
with
think
2
you
timeouts.
I think if you're the Titans here, you want to get aggressive.
Realist says go for the throat.
Yeah, I'm going for 7.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's McNabb.
Oh, intercepted out of bounds. Way to throw to the
Intercepted.
sideline there. Yep, out of bounds.
Oh, I thought he got it because the way it looked on the thing, it looked like it said turnover. Like on the screen, it looked like it was a pick. That was a good click on whoever made that play.
Got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
That's not a bad little run there. I don't think that. I mean, that puts them the 50-yard line. They need 10 more
That's a good
yards.
call.
I don't think
That's
that's
a
a
good
bad
call.
call. I think you keep going for the throat there, you're probably going to get. I mean, especially after getting saved on that interception throw he just threw. Got to get rid of it. Doing his job, Timo, putting him down in the back. That is nice. Now the Texans are calling a timeout. 39 seconds. They're hoping they might get lucky with a punt return or a decent field position to get something. A couple plays away from a.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey.
You can't do that. Texas. Someone sent Texas a message.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own
The
fumble.
ball.
That could have
The
been
ball bounce.
No, he picked it up, put it down. You might want to refresh your stream if you're watching it. He bounced, picked up, fell down on the ground.
He loses it. Somehow ball finds its way back to him.
It looked like you were going to see a real-life Patriots situation where he bounced back like almost out of bounds and touched him. I thought for a second he didn't pick it up.
Well, I mean, there he couldn't do much with it. If he would have ran that kickoff back, that would have been a play for review.
Uh-oh. I know what Beastie's doing. Oh,
Getting
my
sacked
God.
is what it looks like
Is he
he's
gonna
doing.
win?
Alan Page from behind. Lay down, son.
I know what he was trying to do. It didn't work because he didn't have enough time. But if he would have,
Here,
touchdown.
again.
3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball. They're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting.
Page again comes free. Call your mom. You're laying down again. Alan Page giving him way too much time back there. I mean, he's got to find somebody open or take off. You cannot. The fact that
Just
he has
run the ball.
5
Just
seconds.
run the ball.
I mean, 4 seconds left. You might as well take a deep shot. Who cares at this point, right? 4 seconds.
No, I'm running it. I'm running it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm running it because I don't want to take a chance at another sack and a safety.
Yeah. He is backed up against it, but I mean, at that point, throw out, throw away.
Go.
Going into that, they're getting the ball back, so they're not in any horrible spot. They just have to go down and put points up right now. I said for any line,
This drive, I think, is key to the game.
any line that's expect to win 3 in a row games is just. Oh, almost broke that last tackle.
Ooh.
Almost broke that last tackle. He would have been gone. As they said in the old Manning, he's got run away from the cop speed. He'd have been down there waiting in the end zone. Racist bastard.
Get away from the cop speed.
He's got a lot of time back there. Again, he's got to get rid of that ball. This is not the beastie I know. This isn't the beastie that got him here, right? The beastie I know is quick throws like a mother. It's hard as hell to play against beastie because he quick throws so fast. Moves little inches down the field. It looks like he's looking for that one big pop. And it's just not there right now. They're not giving it up. Now you have literally 8 minutes to put something on the board. Throws behind him. He cuts up too soon for him. That hurts. You've got 8 minutes to put up 3 points to tie the game. He's acting like he's down by 14. He needs to take a calm, relaxed look at it. Get back to running the ball. Get back to slowly moving, getting those first downs, methodical, moving the ball down the field. He's got to stop putting himself in a position to where he has to push the ball.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Oh, nice jump across, bat down. Now they're setting at 4th and 10. They've got to punt the ball away. They cannot give up any more points here. They've got to go back and rely on their defense and praise that Dirty Falcons make a mistake. Which, I mean, can happen. We've seen it last game.
Good punt.
Still going to give him space. Good tackle. Way to get down there, Timo, and make that tackle. That could have hurt you a little bit.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Any punt that doesn't go out of bounds, I don't know if that's a good punt.
Yeah. If you're the Titans here, I still, like I said at the end of the first half, I feel like you have nothing to lose. You know, you don't have to play game 5. Not up to you. So I feel like you play aggressive here and you look to put them away. You don't look to play play smart. You know, well, not playing smart. You know, I feel like you just play aggressive.
You can't go in a hole
all the
here.
pressure's on them. They're down.
Yeah, you can't go in a hole here, right? Like you can't buckle with 3 points and say, oh, let's just kill clock. You're not there yet. You need to put up some more points. 7 would be, of course, idea, but if you buckle and just back up here, you're going to give them another chance to at least come down and tie the game, if not win the game.
I think they're going to run it here.
Oh, he missed him. He hit the right hole. He actually missed. He hurried through it instead of filling it. He ran by it. 3rd and 2 is very manageable, as he said. And, I mean, I don't know. This game is making me nervous, and I'm not even playing it.
Palms are sweaty. Mouth spaghetti.
You've got J-Boy's actually switching up from side to side. Now he's on Ware on the other side. Page across. Nice high bullet.
Texas rock coming underneath. Ooh, good throw.
Nice
he made him
high
play
bullet.
Too. Big throw.
Put it up high. Only Clark could go get it. That was a big 3rd down conversion. Go back to the run. Yep. He's actually getting some air yardage here. Nice spin inside. Puts him in great position for a 2nd and 3rd down. I mean, they've got to figure out how to pull out a stop. I'm not sure why they think that. I mean, they're playing 2 separate games, right? I mean, the Titans right now are playing a hold on to their minor league and just barely move down the field, where the Texans felt when they came out of the half felt like they were down by multiple points. They had to score, on which they didn't. I mean, again, right through the middle.
He'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain.
In field goal range. Now you just gotta, you're in range to get points. And here's where you kind of play it a little safe. You know you got some points. You just look to pick up some chunk yards.
But they have been the whole game, right? I mean, they've been playing it safe. They haven't. Again, another run, another beautiful run. They've got to figure out a way to put him on his back. They can't let him continue to push forward. They're making 2nd and 4, 3rd and 2, very easy pickups for 3rd down. They've got to put him in a hurt situation where they've got to go deep for 3rd or at least air the ball out. So much harder to make a running back fumble when you're playing with a 90+ overall running back. There you go, way to put him back behind. Someone get Timo on the phone and fire his ass up. He's got to get through that line and put an end to it.
I'll tell you what. If I'm Titans, I'm running ball again.
Well, I think they will. I don't think they'll throw for that 3rd and 5.
Here, they're going to throw the high ball.
Nope, they ran the ball.
The same play they just did.
Nope, ran the ball.
They ran it.
Yep, 12 rushes, 35
Way to come
yards.
fill that hole.
4th and 7. I don't think that's a horrible call here. They've been moving it
No,
decently.
I don't blame it.
I mean, now you've put them in a position where they have to put up 7. 3 points will no longer
Is
work.
Cody Parkey on the Titans? Cody
It's not
Parkey.
a Cody Parkey situation yet.
Will it happen?
Nobody's playing the outside, which is rare.
A double doink.
Nobody's playing at all the outside there. There we go. There we go, Beastie. Get on it. Ah. It's good.
Tucker's kick right
Count it.
there. It's good.
6-0. Now you have to, with the whole fourth quarter here left, you have to go down and pretty much put up 7, right? I mean, 3
This is your
not going to
drive.
get it. Right?
This is the drive.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3.
Nice. It's looking good. Got a couple guys to beat on the Browns on the side. Whoa, way to push for those extra yards up to the 44. That's a good start to this drive.
You're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And here comes the Texans now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far.
Texans have 4 total yards of offense this game. Looking like they're going to start off with a run to the left. Oh, switching to the right.
I see 3
1
rushes.
yard. Not what you're looking for.
You could go back to the third quarter, go back to the third quarter, come out of the half, start running like that because you're down 3-0, and turn on the rush a little bit, do your dink and dunk that you're known for. I think he just got him out of his zone, and the pressure just might be getting to Beastie here.
On second down, Young.
That's the Beastie we know right there.
Good throw. Spin.
Yep. That is the Beastie we know.
12 yards there
First
as they
down.
keep this drive
Okay,
going. It's
okay.
another first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
Oh,
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on
they're
the
playing
You
that
can't
spin.
spin. You got to just keep going.
Yeah, they're playing that spin.
You just
I
got to
mean,
keep going.
and now second
at
down.
the RB, but maybe hold on to the ball, but there's not much you can do at that point except get the 2-3 yards and go for it there.
Second and 11. Ooh. I like this play call, but
Well, I think he just switched out. I don't think they're running what you've seen what they were going to run. I think here's a little better for him. Young's going to see what he can pull out of his ass here. They're putting some pressure on him. Throw over the middle. Good throw. Good read. He way to read that blitz. Props to Beastie for reading that blitz quickly, getting it out to his 81 over the middle there. And you're in position here. You can't do anything less here but put 7 up. You have to. The thing you go to, though, is now, if you can put 7 up, you got to stop. I mean, then it falls. Then you're putting it back in Dirty Falcon's lap. They've been playing behind the entire game. You know, they put 3 up right away, and then they've
Time for a break.
they played from behind.
See what happens after this.
so you had a second and 13 from the 25-yard line. Where you're hurting here as the Texans is you don't have much room to operate. You're in a small window, so your passes have to be really precise. You have to make really quick reads. You know, if you want to make the throw, you're gonna have to make it.
Now a second down throw for Young.
Nice. Oh, he drops the ball. Oh, he jarred it loose.
McCaffrey. Ah.
That was a great. I mean, I don't think that was a chance. I think that was a great throw. This McCaffrey's got to hold on to it. You can't do anything. Madden gods do not like you.
What is
Minute
the
56
call
left.
here?
He's back to throw.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good throw. Nice. First down, keeping the drive alive. A minute 48. All you have to do is put it in the end zone.
Throw.
Whew. This is a good game. A minute 42 left. They're on the 9-yard line. It's first and goal. You're losing
You know what I'm
0-6.
interested to see if Beastie utilizes here?
What's that?
You draft Steve Young, you
Use
draft him
Steve
for the
Young.
legs.
Absolutely.
It's time to run. It's time to run.
He hasn't taken off a whole lot so far this series, and I'm not sure why. I mean, they knew he was putting that on the ground, right? I mean, they 6 rushes, -5 yards, and they knew he was putting it on the ground.
Remember I said the room to operate gets small?
Yeah.
It's getting even smaller.
And now you're on the 10-yard line. First and 10. You're hoping to break something. Oh, the wrong hole. Oh, the wrong hole there. You either had the far left outside or the middle.
No gain on the play
Pick
there.
the
Gonna need to
oh,
call
right above the
something
tackle. That's
better here.
rough. 3rd and goal. Now you've put it back on Beastie's shoulders. Talk about pressure. You have to put this in the end zone. You got this play and the next play, or you're going home. You're done. Going fishing.
They'll look to throw.
Looking here. Get all kinds of time. Don't hesitate to take off if you need to.
Being chased
He's got a spy on him, though. Threw the ball away.
this one up in
Ouch.
row G. It's
All down to one play. The entire season rides on this one play.
They're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked him a little bit on this drive.
They did not get swept. Now they're fighting to even stay alive. 6-0. Oh no, you better call up the missus, let her know you're coming home early. This is rough.
One throw, or it all.
This is 4th and goal.
Play has to be made. Who's going to be the star?
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
Up over the middle. Does he hold on? He drops the ball. Game is over. 6-0. Titans, who's the superstar? The Titans defense. That's who the superstar is.
Wow.
Well,
Well,
some-
the thing is, it's not the best. They still have 3 timeouts. Not that it's the most time, but they can get the ball back.
I mean, they're going to have to. I don't know here. I mean, you got to. There's no way they're throwing this ball. No way. They're running the ball, running the ball, running the ball. Oh! Oh, he bounces off Peyton, baby.
Timeout, timeout, timeout. Gonna waste it. God, that hurt. That was seconds that you couldn't afford to have tick off. Jeez.
I want nothing more than a game 5 here. However, they're not going to bless me with my wishes. I just fear that it's got to be. There's no way they're doing nothing but running the ball here. Yeah, what are you doing? That's it. Game over. It's over. What?
GG. Titans to the bowl.
Congratulations to the Titans. Texas James Smith and his crew. Dirty Falcon, way to come back after getting beaten in one game and show them that it was there. Ed Reed Ponju, great links, good game. GA boy, great game. Looks like it is over. The final score is 6-0. Congratulations to the Titans. Look like he rage quit on us here. Completely understandable.
No.
Oh, no, he didn't. Okay.
No, it was just a lag.
Congratulations to the Titans winning that game. Huge win. Wish them the best moving forward. You will see the Carolina Panthers versus the Titans. If you want to know who we have, tune in tomorrow for the aftermath. Big show tomorrow. We're going to talk a lot about next season, some changes. We're going to have some solid lists for you as well. We're going to go over what we picked, what we did, where we messed up, how my bracket is totally screwed, thanks to the Saints screwing me right away, and then the Carolina Panthers pushing forward. Congratulations to them and to the Titans now. I mean, I didn't choose either one going into the final, so congratulations to the Titans and the Panthers. What I love about the EFL is it's any given night things change. So join us tomorrow. 9 p.m. is what we want to try to do. I've got to completely create a whole new sheets for that, but we'll figure it out. Any questions, concerns, problems, issues, anything we need to cover, Realist?
No, sir. No, sir. Just congratulations to the Panthers and the Titans, and we'll see you tomorrow for the aftermath and plenty to talk about.
Yeah. As always, we appreciate you watching the EFL Network and following us on Gameday here. We hope to have a Super Bowl between the Panthers and the Texans, maybe game we can cover, hopefully. I'm not in it, so of course, the AFC champions, congratulations to the Titans.